Families who habitually eat together raise children that have better homework skills, higher grades, greater emotional control, and more confidence. Isn't that what we want for all of our children? Isn't that a great thing for them to be blessed with, to be able to have greater emotional control, to have more confidence in the things that they do? Are you flat out of ideas on what to prepare for dinner? Or are you looking for easy prep and dinner ideas in the midst of all of the multiple activities after school going on? How about inspiration? Are you looking for some inspiration on what to make? Well, today I'm going to talk about how I used an AI tool to be able to have smarter time management by creating a gluten-free slow cooker Mediterranean meatball recipe using ChatGPT for an easy, flavorful win for eating well. Are you struggling to make healthy food choices and find time to exercise because of your jam-packed schedule? Welcome to Self-Care for Busy Moms. I'm your host, Susan. I too was overwhelmed with my kids and their schedules, striving to run things smoothly and ignoring the stress that was affecting my body. Thankfully, I found strategies to bring myself back to health with food, exercise, and most importantly, Christ. I can't wait to share them with you too. Snap on the step counter and don't forget the sunscreen. It's time to get started on your self-care. Hey friend, I know your business is growing and you have a successful career and you're handling the family schedule amazingly with all of the kid extracurricular activities. And you're able to show up to all of the roles that you signed up for this year, whether it be for Team Mom or classroom parent or volunteering at church. Yet, you're worried you don't have time for healthy living for yourself. Well, this coaching is designed for you in mind. It's about simplifying wellness, not adding more to your plate. There's no complicated meal plans or extreme workouts, gym memberships, or endless tracking. Instead, we focus on realistic lifestyle routines like 10 to 15-minute movement sessions, simple strength training and walking, maybe practical eating habits, including the Mediterranean-style options, and daily rhythms that create structure without feeling rigid. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters consistently. Did you hear that last word? Consistently is the key. If this speaks to you, visit susanrowe.com/coaching and start building your healthy lifestyle one simple habit at a time. Again, that's susanro.com/coaching. Friend, so today, I want to talk about how I used ChatGPT to help put a recipe together for me to be able to cook a meal for my family. But before I go into that, I just want to start out and talk about why it's so important to, at least for me, why it's important for me to be able to have home-cooked meals for my family. Now, I don't, by any means, cook every single dinner, like 5 days out of the week, from Monday to Friday. I don't cook every single dinner at home because we are in a busy season of many sports activities. But my goal and my aim is to actually just try to hit maybe 2 nights. If I could just get 2 nights of home-cooked meals, that is less takeout for my family, for my kids, and less money spent, better nutrition for my family. And the big reason why I want to do that is really because, first of all, nutritionally, but second of all, there's some value, actually not just some value, great value in having us as a family sit together for a meal. It's a blessing to the children, and it impacts their lives in so many different ways. It's a time, a sacred time for the family to gather together, to be able to break bread together, to communicate with one another. And also, this is a time where we're making generational impact. It might not seem so in just a daily setting of a meal, But that's exactly what it is, because it compounds meal after meal. The more meals you have together as a family, the memories that they have of that time, whether it's good times, good conversations, funny times, or just sitting together to be able to break bread, it impacts the next generation in profound ways that will really bless them for their good. So that's the ultimate reason why, for me, I think it's important to have home cooked meals for my family. I do preface, I don't do it every single night, but I am trying. So this is my attempt, and I'm sharing it with you, how I kind of, in my busy scramble of things, tried to put a meal together for my family using ChatGPT. So I have in the past made meatballs in the oven and in the air fryer, and I've actually liked all of that option. And I really like meatballs because it's so handy and so useful. It's great for leftovers. You can use it to make meatball sub sandwiches or meatball sandwiches, or you can make it with pasta if you add tomato sauce. You can have it with rice, and kimchi. It's just so versatile with the ways that you could present meatballs. So I'm always looking for new ways to be able to put that together. Now, my experience with making meatballs in the oven and air fryer, maybe I'm not doing it correctly. They've always turned out very dry. And I know I wanted to try it in a slow cooker. There was a couple of advantages to that in my mind. I wanted to be able to have it in a cooking method that I could put in the morning and have it available for later in the afternoon around dinner time. And I wanted the meatballs not to be so dry. So here comes ChatGPT. You can use any AI tool that works for you. You could use Grok or Claude or any other things, but I just use ChatGPT. And so I would type in the parameters. I know that I want to make meatballs, and I want to make it with Mediterranean flavorings, and I wanted it cooked in a slow cooker, and then I would type in the parameters of dietary constraints. For example, I wanted it to be gluten-free. I also wanted it to be simple to make without too many ingredients. So once I entered all of that in, boom, there was the recipe, at least a template of a recipe, because the main point is I just needed to know measurements. I just needed to know cook times and the general idea framework of the types of ingredients that would go in. So that's how that helps me. You can do this for your meal planning. I mean, it doesn't have to be for meatballs, but it could be for anything that you want to cook. Maybe you want to try some new dish that you tried at a restaurant, and you want to try making it simpler with less steps. You can try using ChatGPT and adding those parameters and trying. It's just an opportunity for you to be able to try something new, maybe a new flavoring, new dish for your family that's attainable without like 10,000 ingredients in there with very specific cooking methods. That's what I found has been helpful with ChatGPT, just simplifying things for me. So I will include the recipe in the show notes. If you're interested in giving this a try, I am going to go through how I put it together, but I'm not going to go into the details on the quantities or the actual ingredients. Maybe just a very brief overview. But for the meatballs, it's just basically ground beef and gluten-free breadcrumbs, or for me, I used almond flour, as well as you add in a large egg, some parsley, onions, garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper, oregano, and some additional seasonings. And then there's a tomato sauce ingredient because it's going to be in liquid, right? I'll include all the ingredients in the show notes, but there's some tomato seasonings like the tomato sauce, tomato paste, diced tomatoes, and the seasonings to go with that. So basically, when you have your slow cooker out, you're doing the tomato sauce first. You're dumping all of the sauce ingredients in there, mixing it up. Then you put all of the meatball ingredients into a big bowl and you mix it up. And as you're mixing it up, you form it into golf ball size balls. Actually, they're a little bit smaller than that. As I'm making it, I am dropping it into the slow cooker. And this took me like maybe 10, 15 minutes. I would say 15 minutes maybe. It really didn't take very long when I had all the ingredients out to put it together and into the slow cooker. I was really happy with that. Then I went ahead and popped the lid and put it on low for 6 to 8 hours. And by the time we came back, it was ready. You can do it on high for about, I think, 3 to 4 hours, but the information and the details will be in the show notes. Now, here's the result. Can I tell you that I am for sure going to do this again in the slow cooker because the meatballs turned out so much more moist. I loved it. Now the seasoning could have been more. I'll have to tweak the seasoning for next time because we do like more flavors in our meatballs. And I know I didn't add the feta cheese into the meatballs when the recipe called for it, only because I didn't have it in the fridge or in stock at the time. So we'll try again next time. This was a great experiment. The kids enjoyed it, and we were able to have it with bread. I had it with rice. I mean, there's pasta too one day. So it did last for a couple of days, I'm happy to say. I really hope this inspired you to use the tools and technology that's out there to make your life easier. Go ahead and use ChatGPT to help you with meal planning, to simplify things, to simplify the ingredients, simplify the steps, and help you figure out options for you to be able to put a meal together for your family, because it does matter. It matters for the generations to come. Now, your children, they might not think it's important, and they might actually prefer you wanting to go get takeout because, hey, it tastes so good. Those French fries or those burgers, those are delicious. Who can compare? I know my cooking can't compare. But the value of home-cooked meals is far more than just monetarily saving from the cost of takeout. There is the value of nutrition because we're using good oils, we're using good ingredients. And then there's also the value of community when you're eating the meal together at the table. Even if you're not sitting at the table together, if you prepare it in advance, you could take it to go. And you know what I mean? It's just going to be a blessing to your children for them to be nourished well. You're making a generational impact by the small details that you do for your family because it matters. God has great things for you. And don't ever feel that these little things don't matter. They do. And it compounds upon itself. I mean, don't just take my word for it, but there has been scientific studies done that actually prove that families who habitually eat together raise children that have better homework skills, higher grades, greater emotional control, and more confidence. Isn't that what we want for all of our children? Isn't that a great thing for them to be blessed with, to be able to have greater emotional control, to have more confidence in the things that they do, and to have better homework skills simply by having the habit of eating together as a family around a table, having a meal and breaking bread. Such a simple thing like this reaps so many benefits for our children, for their blessing. And that is making a generational impact because you are shaping future families within your household. And they're going to look back and think with such gratitude of all the things that you've done to feed them, to help them, to nourish them. Well, sisters, I really hope that this inspired you to be able to go ahead and find ways to get that meal together, to be able to have home-cooked meals, because it's, especially in today's world and society with all the things that the kids are doing and participating in, it's a busy life. It's a busy family, and there's so many things to do that's pulling at our strings of time. So If you're feeling that you have been serving your family and you are just running on dry and you're realizing that you need to find ways to take care of yourself, to take care of your health, come over to susanrowe.com/coaching and see if this is an option for you. I would love to chat with you and take you step by step with very simple, essential routines that will get you started on your journey to your self-care, to better health, to eating well, to have better movement for your body, because you know you need to take care of yourself to pour into the next generation. God has great things for you, and you are making an impact for the next generation. God bless you, sister. Hey, Mama! Thank you for listening to the end. If you enjoyed today's episode, would you bless another mom who's looking for simple routines to feel healthy again? Also, please leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcast. I'm always so encouraged to know that this podcast is helping you. Together, we can encourage one another for long-term strength and health because it matters to our families and for future generations to come. Just a reminder that I am not a substitute for medical advice. God bless you.